Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on 2019 F150. The customer complaint on this one is a suspension creak. Happens in the parking lots and all the time. It's super annoying. I'm going to show you how we're going to address that and hopefully get it solved for the customer here. This is the noise we're getting. Pretty annoying. So first thing we would want to do, which I didn't have a chance to do on this truck, is pressure wash the suspension underneath, the leaf springs and whatnot. This one's not covered in mud or anything, so but it is dusty. This noise, he says, occurs more in the summer when things are dry or gravel roads all the time. So we're going to get that fixed up. We've got some wheel chocks under the front. We're going to jack the back end up and put the differential on jack stands. And then we're going to lift the body, or basically lift the suspension at that point, hopefully exposing the rub blocks on the leaf springs. We're going to wipe them out the best we can, and we're going to lube those up, and hopefully we can solve this issue. So stick along for the ride. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it. It really helps the channel. And here we go. So with this guy here, I got to do a brake check anyway, so we're going to pull the wheels. We're up on the jack stands now. Get these guys off. All right, this is what we're dealing with here. We've got overload pads here, and there's some more rub blocks up here, front and back. Another one here for the overload, and another one up here. So what we want to do now is we want to try and lift the suspension, which will help separate those springs a little bit. This one's clamped pretty tight on the front. There's a little bit of wear on the clamp on the back. Maybe we can get enough in there. Hopefully we can spread it apart enough to get some lube in there. Might be tough with those clamps, so all right, we've got just the weight off of the springs now. These are going to cause us issues, these clamps here that hold the spring back together. What I'm going to try and do, looks like we can get a little bit of clearance in there. So drive my screwdriver in there. Now I got some clearance between the rub block and the spring itself. All right, now that we got some clearance in there, I'm going to actually take my blowgun and blow out any debris that might be in there. Now you could use grease in there, caliper slide grease. For probably something with a spray is going to be easiest. I got some fluid film here, which is a little thicker and tends to stick around a bit longer. I don't really have anything else in stock at the moment, actually, so we're gonna, this can's getting kind of low, but we're gonna see what we can get out of it. There's that one. And we could be getting a little bit up here in the spring saddle as well. We'll just hit that with some of this fluid film as well. It won't hurt it. And we'll, this overload probably isn't doing nothing or making any noise, but we'll give it a shot as well. And we're going to do the same on the back here. So we'll hit the overload pad. Heavy duty screwdriver in between where these rub blocks are. See if we can drive that in there. Blowgun. So we got a fair bit up in there. We're gonna hit the hit these up here as well. This won't really get into where the bolts are, but it'll if there's something rubbing up there, it'll work its way down a little bit. Some of the problem is you get too much of this heavy grease in there, then you start attracting off-road grit and grime sticking to the grease. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but hopefully this makes a difference for him. This is not an off-road truck, but he's on dirt roads because he does construction, so gravel driveways and whatnot. So hopefully this lasts a while for him. Here it is, one side done. So we'll get going on the other side and see what it sounds like here. All right, here we are on the other side. Same thing, we're gonna get this up in the air and get some of the weight off the suspension. Okay, something else I forgot to mention there, when we're driving our screwdriver in there, we wanna make sure we're not pounding on this little plastic rub block that's in here. We don't wanna damage it any more than it possibly already is. Now, if you have to replace these because they're worn out and they're completely metal on metal, then you're going to have to you're going to have to jack it up like I'm doing, probably a little bit more. But before you jack, you're going to have to pry these clamps out of the way. Then you're going to have to drive a small screwdriver and a bigger one until you get a big enough gap in between the lower spring there to drive this plastic thing out. Then you can pry it out of there with a screwdriver. Then you slip the new one in, and then once you put the weight back down, it'll help pop it into place, and you can lube it up at that time. It's actually a pain in the ass to do, so if you don't have to, this is the way to go. Just start by lubing them. But once they're worn right down, they'll either wear down to the point where they don't make noise anymore, or they'll wear down to the point where you might want to replace them. So that's just something to think about, depending on what yours looks like. So we're going to go ahead on this one. Okay, blow any crap out of it. Getting low on the fluids. Hopefully got enough to do the back. All right, so now we'll do the same on the back here. Nice steady video there. All right, just enough in the spray can. Didn't do the overload. Probably don't matter. All right, we'll get this thing back on the wheels and see how she sounds now. I remember in the old days when we were working on some of the older cars, a senior tech to me told me that on dry bushings like this, on front control arms and stuff, he used to put brake fluid on them, which I've actually done in the past. Brake fluid won't hurt the rubber, but it also works as a pretty good lube as well, so that's okay. Maybe, you know, maybe the only problem with brake fluid is that it tends to take the paint off stuff, so, and it washes away with water, so it doesn't stick around very long. But if you got some creaky bushings in deep, it's thin enough that you can you could squirt some brake fluid in there, and it might help lube that bushing up temporarily. But like I say, once you wash it a few times, it'll rinse it out. But it tends to have because of the thinness, it'll kind of draw itself into that rubber a little more. So we might be getting a little bit of creaking here on the leaf spring eyes and stuff, and even that lube I put in there might not quite be getting in all the way. We'll see what happens here once we get it on the ground. Well, we ended up lubing in here as well. We didn't lube all the way back along the spring. I wonder if we needed to do that, possibly. We used some silicone spray on all the bushings for the shocks and the spring eyes and shackles as well. We did that again, and we also did the exhaust mount here. And some more back here. Got a little bit of shifting on the spring right here, not too bad. So we've certainly made an improvement. We haven't solved the problem entirely. There's nothing loose or whatever. Possibly a pressure wash and a lube again might help. Not sure where to go from here, but maybe it'll take a while for the grease to work itself in. Anyway, let me know what you find on yours. Post it in the comments below. I'd like to know what you guys came up with. And thanks for watching.